Today we're working on Chapter 3, Section 3, which is mean, median, mode, and range. You're probably familiar with most of these, but let's review and look at the definitions again. For mean, another word that can be used interchangeably is average. So you can call it mean or you can call it average. It means the same thing. To get the mean, you want to add all the numbers and then divide by how many numbers were added. Median, you have to be careful here to put the numbers in order first. Then you find the number that's in the middle. Sometimes you'll have two numbers in the middle, and in that case you would find the average of them. You would add those two numbers and then divide by 2. To find the mode, all you have to look for is the number that occurs the most often. And last, the range is the difference between the largest and smallest numbers. Difference means subtraction, so you take the largest number and then you subtract the smallest number. That's it. So let's take a look at an example here. Find the mean, median, mode, and range of this data set. So first, to find the mean. In order to do that, the first step is to add all the numbers together, which I did right here. I added them all up and I got 89. But now you have to count how many numbers you added in order to do the next step. So we added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. So you take that total number 89 and then you divide by 8 because that's how many numbers we added, and then you get 11.125. That's the mean. Next, for the median, you have to make sure that you order the numbers from least to greatest first, which is what I did here. Then you can cross off the first and the last number and continue doing that until you get to the number in the middle. But this time I actually have two numbers in the middle, 7 and 9. That means that I need to find the average of those two numbers. So to find the average, I add them up, 7 plus 9, and we get 16. How many numbers did we add? 1, 2. So you do 16 divided by 2 and you get 8. That's the median. Next, for mode, you want to find the number that occurs most often. Since I already have them in order here, it would be really easy to see if there's any repeats. So let's look at this list. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 37. No numbers occur more than the others. So what we write then is no mode, or you could write none. Both of these are acceptable answers. You cannot write 0. 0 is not an acceptable answer because that can be confusing, where what you're saying is that the mode is 0. So you cannot put a numerical answer if there's no mode. Either write no mode or write none. And last, to find the range, since I already have the numbers in order from least to greatest, I'll take the largest number, which is 37, minus the smallest number, which is 3, and 37 minus 3 is 34, so that's the range. All right, one more example. Find the median and mode. We've got our data set there. It's already in order from least to greatest, so I wrote that for the median. And I want to cross off the first and last and keep going through my list. This is a long list, so I've got to keep going until I get to the number in the middle. This time there's only one number, so that means that the median is 10. I don't have to do any more work. And then for the mode, we want to find the number that occurs most often. Since they're in order right here, let's look and see. We've got a 2, 3, 6. Those all only appear once. 8 appears twice, so I'll keep that in mind. 10, 11, 12, 14 appears twice, and then we've got an 18. In this case, what you would do is list both 8 and 14 as your mode. So I would simply write 8 and 14. Because with mode, sometimes you'll have no mode like we did in the last example. Sometimes you'll have one mode where it might just be 8. And then in other cases you'll have more than one mode, 8 and 14, or you might have 3, 8, 14, and another number. Okay, so mode can be a variety of answers. All right, that's it for today, guys. Bye-bye.